Alright everybody, so I'm recording this just after finishing the campaign. Kind of my thoughts on the campaign as an initial reaction. I'm gonna have probably a full video of my breakdown of thoughts when I've had time to kind of think about it and more has been revealed after the raid. Because I'm hoping that the raid kind of pulls this story out of the gutter, because it was like, at best. As I said, I haven't fully kind of conceptualized my thoughts of this. This is just after my first run through on my hunter. The narrative just seemed almost like filler. Like, it feels like the witness is powerful enough that he could have got to the veil. For starters, we don't know what the fuck the veil is, but ignoring that, it feels like the witness is powerful enough that it could have got to the veil and taken it no matter what. So you could probably have like the cutscene at the start and then the cutscene at the end and then cut out the entirety of this campaign and nothing would be different. As far as the overall narrative anyway. We learned Strand. And that was kind of the other thing. The Strand sections were probably the most fun part of the campaign, and mechanically the campaign was relatively fun. There was a few parts that were kind of crappy. The tank mission I hated. It was a slog on Legend. It wasn't even hard, it was just tedious. Like, it was tedious is the problem. There was also a bunch of other problems narratively. Like, going through, as I said, this is going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy. It's not like an actual proper breakdown of the story, because this is literally just my first thoughts as I'm finishing it. But, like, Rohan's sacrifice, one, was really fucking obvious. Like, I called it, like, right near the start when I was first talking to him, and he's giving that speech, like, oh yeah, we Kralstriders only live for 10 years, and I'm coming up to my 10 years, oh yeah, and I'm like, well, he's gonna die. And then they did sacrifice him, but like, I liked him as a character, but there was no, like, I'd known him for 2 days and then I'm supposed to be sad about his death? There needed to be like double the amount of missions if you wanted to actually build up these Cloudstriders as people we care about. And half the missions that we did in this campaign, it feels like, I don't know, I haven't gone back and checked, but it feels like about half of them were just like, let's learn Strand. Which, I don't know, it just felt flat. Like, there felt like there were really high stakes that I knew nothing about. They still haven't explained the Veil. If they don't explain the Veil properly in the raid, I don't understand what the hell they're doing. They've pulled out a MacGuffin. I have done a couple of the post-game things, and there's a post-game mission that compares the Veil to the Black Heart. That's like the Vex were trying to make a Veil, is what the Black Heart was, which is a retcon, obviously. But, like, so what, it's like the heart of the Traveler, I guess, but what the fuck does that mean? Why is it so important? It was weird going through the campaign, because it felt like Osiris and everybody, all the Cloudstriders and stuff, knew what the Veil was and what it did, but nobody told me. It was weird, and even if they didn't know it was, like, you could reinterpret it too, that they didn't know what it was, but they knew the witness wanted it, and therefore they had to stop it. Okay. But you have to explain that in a story. You can't just have a MacGuffin that is never explained in the main story. And even if they plan on it, like, one, if they plan on doing it through the seasons, that's really bad because the seasons go away. So if someone comes back to play this expansion, it's gonna suck. Because if you play this expansion without knowing what the Veil is, and which is what everybody has done as far as I know, nobody knows what the fuck it is. So, I don't know. It's just, I might save the rest of this for like an actual video that I do on it, and I'm gonna wait until after the raid is out, because the raid can probably give context. I'm imagining we're going into the Traveler for the raid, because he cut like a big hole in it. That was the other thing. Like, Ikora and Zavala at their end, it's like, oh, the Traveler's dead, so sad. So it's like, is it? Why is the Traveler dead? Like, it wasn't clear to me from that cutscene that he killed the Traveler. He cut like a big hole in it and went inside it. And there was like a line of dialogue in Ikora's like wall of text that says the ghost can no longer feel the light or whatever. But like, how do we still use the light then? Like, we're still using the light, which means we don't need the Traveler. And how is this different when the Gaul trapped it? I don't know, there's so much. As I said, I'm gonna wait and actually put this into a comprehensive video. And after I've played through all my other characters, maybe there's some stuff that I missed that I'll pick up on. but as it stands now, it was narratively shithouse of a campaign. Maybe the raid is fantastic lore-wise, and it will fix all my problems with the campaign, but I find it very hard to believe. There'll have to be a crazy campaign for this to make sense. A crazy raid for the campaign to make sense, I should say. Anyway, as I keep saying I'm going to do this in a proper video, and I keep ranting, but that's going to be it for this video. This is the end of the campaign. I'm going to start working on some build guides and stuff like that. I already have a kind of cool build on Hunter that I'm looking at. But otherwise, I'll finish the campaign on my other characters, start doing some build guides, all that kind of stuff. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.